This may look like the average holiday rush at a train station in China. But these aren't passengers on vacation. They are traders crossing a bridge by foot to sell goods on the other side, Vietnam. We are in Dongxing, a border town in southern China that's closer to Hanoi than Beijing. On the opposite side of the river Bay Luan, also known as Calon, is the city of Mon Gai in northern Vietnam. Since the early 1990s, Dongxing and Mon Gai have been gateways to trade between China and Vietnam, from rubber to seafood and wood furniture. Residents take pride in their unique way of life, traversing national and cultural boundaries on a daily basis. The spread of COVID-19 suspended cross-border traffic and trade. In Dongxing, repeated lockdowns took place to curb spillover infections. Life here suddenly ground to a halt. China's decision to end its zero-COVID strategy in late 2022 came as a relief to people in Dongxing. Business is picking up, but many local residents are still in recovery mode. There isn't much on record about the pandemic's impact on Dongxing, so we visited the area to find out more.
我叫阿酱，我今年的话都是33岁的。我家的话是在芒街那边的，因为芒街的话只是靠近你们中国这里做生意业，所以说没有开口岸的话也没有什么工作做呗。2005年、2006年了。 我还可以骑自行车来你们中国这边哦。像我都是2013年的话开始会说中国话嘛。如果是没有3年没有那个疫情的话，可能现在更厉害。
Vietnam lifted its own zero-COVID policies in October 2021, over a year before China. But the move had little impact on the city of Mon Gai, where the economy is overwhelmingly reliant on cross-border trade.
3月15号啊嘛才通关，以前都天天做核酸，那边全部围起来，下面那围起来，不可以过，你就过这一点点地方。
By the Dongxing entry and exit area, Chinese and Vietnamese vendors fill the streets, peddling items from herbal medicines to beaded jewelry and local snacks. Some cross the border multiple times a day to sell their wares, carrying as much as they can in one trip.
朋友们，欢迎来到本地由越南进出的幸福节。
来啦，大家可以随意拍照了啊！口罩也不用戴了，口罩留着回国的时候再戴一下。这就是越南广宁省芒街市啊，做那个边贸生意嘛，所以说呢这边的人呢，相对于越南来讲呢是比较富裕的一个。
For years, China has been Vietnam's largest trading partner.
即係話嚟到呢度想過嚟芒街行下先咯。其實我哋想象中都係麻麻地嘅咧。如果講買嘢喺東興嗰邊仲多嘢買。
Before the pandemic, the He family traveled to places like Malaysia, Thailand, and Russia. For them, this short trip to Vietnam is like reconnecting with the outside world again.
呢3年疫情又唔係咁過，只不過係有啲壓抑咁啫嘛。呢啲係自然環境嘅所逼，佢又唔係人為嘅，係咪先？我哋好聽話噶嘛，中國人都係比較聽話。
For Huang Qi, the pandemic has left a strain on him and his family of 5 after living through most of Dongxing's lockdowns together.
我来东兴10几年就缴到那12、13万就放在盖房子了，然后就碰到疫情下来，一直到现在都没缴到钱。 我觉得今年都没有疫情了，也不怎么好做。我也做了，今天还跟老婆吵一架，她说没有钱，叫我拿钱回去救呢，还有一个小的上幼儿园呢。
The rest of the family is back in their hometown about 100 kilometers away, but Huang chose to stay behind. He says this is the only place where he knows how to make a living. Huang now lives in the back of his friend's fruit store.
随便炒一点吃就得了。
我要喝酒了吗？
刚开始就一两个月的时候，我跟他说要付一点房租哦，他说要付200吧。后来了半年了还是那200哦。
Huang's children only had 2 days of in-person teaching throughout 2022. During lockdowns, Huang struggled to provide the children with a balanced diet.
但是你一家人这里有几个小孩，那个开支也不一样了。如果那时候疫情，我自己在这里的，我可以压那个生活费下来啊，是吧？但是你有一家人这里老小，你怎么想？天天吃这一盘也不得，小孩他不吃，还要吃糖、吃果。你要几天没有吃，还可以过得去的嘛？不是几个月你全部不买就不得。
In 2 years, Huang's truck will no longer be road legal, and he's still deciding whether to get a new one or just quit the industry altogether.
没有疫情的时候还可以这样，但是过了疫情下来，好说每个人的生活方式好像都改变了，不一样了。
睡觉了没有？到口岸来接我。
你怎么现在在口岸呢？
是啊，刚刚才回来，到他前越南才回来，最后一个，今天晚上在你那里住。
Hu Zhiwen is a cross-border truck driver. An essential worker, he was one of the many stationed at a port to keep goods flowing from China and Vietnam during the pandemic.
今天是拉的那个 LED 灯，在佛山装的 LED 灯。我这个月才是这个跑第2趟，平时以前都要跑6趟。现在中国很少货发过来，但越来有货回中国。他们说，东莞、深圳那些厂很多都迁到越南去了。这里我们有很多司机之家，然后那个宾馆呢，就那里面他买的菜，然后有饭煮给我们吃。
这都是一个人一台车，2个人一车走天涯。
In spring 2022, dozens of drivers were stranded in this motel for 2 months amid a sudden lockdown. They had to pull together to survive.
有很多我们跑固定专线的就知道，那路上有那个司机群会说哪里会做核酸，我们就开到那里去做好核酸。
我那个昨晚他这个黄金看到多少了？
我前天才从江西回来，我都想去考察做别的项目。